there's a truth. When she smiles at you, she'll say that angels don't lie.
Hey guys, how are you? Woo! Happy Angels Don't Lie Tuesday. We're here. Casey is on the line. Casey, you want to say hello to our Facebook
Hello there,
people?
Facebook peeps.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. I'm going to find this video, and I'm going to share this thing. We're going to share it. We're going to get going, because tonight is the night we're going to do the show. We were supposed to do the show, obviously, at the studio, but we had a little bit of snow, because snow happens around here, and that's what we were doing. Right, Casey? Snow happens. We're living in New England.
That's right.
All right. Let's share the show. The live show. Join us. So, again, here's what we're going to say. We're going to ask you to go ahead and tag your friends, share, so we can have a great night and we can have a fun show. That's what we'd like. And that's the more people that join, the better the show is. So we ask you to have fun with that. Hi, Sally. How are you? Nice to see you. I got a little bit of a technical thing going on here on my little Facebook feed. Just giving me a little static. Let's see if I can get that fixed up. So we're going to have a great night. We're going to talk all about the sixth sense, your sixth sense. We're going to talk about listening to your gut. I got some health tips for you. Lots of fun things. Lots of fun things. There you go. So, Casey, were you home today, or did you actually trek out in the snow?
I went out. I went into Woodbury today and then drove home. The roads weren't that great. Luckily I had a 4-wheel drive. It would have been a little interesting.
Right. Yeah, right. It's scary out there. Scary. I'm going to add the number. That's what I normally do, right?
It was a little misleadingly slick out there. I mean, it looked like it wasn't as bad, right? With the snow on the road, but it was definitely bad.
I'm saying I know, but I haven't left my house. I've been here all day long. I've been, hanging out in my sweat clothes, doing lots of work from my office bed. That's where I was today. So, but it was good because I got a lot done, so much done. So I wanted to point out that I got a beautiful gift in the mail, and I'm actually going to tag my friend Celeste in this beautiful Celeste who sent me this angel. Can you guys see? She sent me an angel pendant. How beautiful is that? With a lovely note, just saying how much she appreciates all that I do, and I'm grateful for having me in her life. And I love she actually added the turquoise symbolizes beauty. How lovely is that? I was so happy to get this beautiful gift yesterday. It really made my day. Isn't that beautiful, Casey? Do you see it?
I do see it. I have the live going
here. And her
here.
business, you guys, you got it on there?
Yeah, it looks great.
I'm going to see if I can tag her. I can't tag her. But I'm going to write it anyways. And so her business, Angel Pen. Her business is called Love Everywhere. And if you guys want to check her out on social media, she does some really cool things with her business. If you take a photo with where you find a heart, if you find a heart anywhere, like I sent one to her that was a heart on the end of the dolphin nose when we were away. She uses that in a contest, and it's free to join. And if you win that month's contest, she sends you a gift at home. That's what's so cool. It's just, little beautiful things, and just about love, just about promoting love. So it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So let's shout out to everybody who's watching. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hey, Carrie Lee. How are you? I saw you were baking chocolate chip cookies. They looked really good. Hi, Dory. How are you? Hi, Marissa. How are you, love? Nice to see you. Yep, the phone number's above if you guys wanted to call in. That's how we're doing the show tonight. If you want to be connected or have that message, we're happy to do that for you. Always happy. Always happy. There you go. So if you haven't taken the opportunity to share, please share the video. If you would like to tag a friend, that's another great way to invite them to watch, and, we'll get this show going. Get this show going. Hi, Allison. How are you? Hi, Patty. Nice to see you. Everybody's coming in. Hi, Nicole. How are you? You see hearts everywhere? I bet you do, love, because you're the sweetest. So we have some great events to talk to you about. Let me go there. Let me go there, Casey. Let me tell you about those events.
Do you want to take a caller, or are we going to do events first?
What do you got?
We have a caller, but we can do events first. Say that again?
We have a caller already?
Yeah.
Dang, you guys are busy. Yeah, we can do a caller.
All right, let's grab this caller.
Sure. That's what we're here for.
There you go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Jeannie, this is Kathy Harity. How are you?
Good. How are you, Kathy? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Fairfield. Nicole referred me. I'm a very new member just as of today.
Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to have you. How can I help you tonight?
Well, I just wanted to say hi, and I love, you love what you have to say and everything, and I do feel angels around me all the time, and maybe that's why I'm so positive, but I just want to thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Can everybody give Kathy a lot of love and welcome too? Let's see, give her some warm hearts and welcome her. Thank you so much. And I know angels really are such an amazing aspect of our lives when we welcome them in, and how they can guide us. And have you had experiences where you have felt guided?
I definitely have, and I think it's helped me out of situations where I think harm would have come to me. So
interesting.
I feel it in both ways. I feel like it's prevented some things, and it's also just guided me to a better outcome. So, I feel it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and that's so powerful and so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Is there any? Can I answer a question or anything, or you just wanted to join in and say hello?
Just a quick question. Is there any way that you can learn how to have more of a dialogue with your angel guides?
Yeah.
Is there...
And I love, perfect that you're asking that question, because that's what we're going to talk about tonight, about listening to our gut and ways. I'm going to give you some hot tips to work in your own alignment, because when we open up that sixth sense, which, first off, if we use our senses the right way, and our senses are meant as a connection point to spirit, so when we learn to work with them, it gets very clear. The messages become brighter and shinier and more direct. And so I'm going to give you those methods about cleaning up your diet a little bit, adding some superfoods in there that will really help spark that intuition as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, I'll let you go, but thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. God bless. So thank you so much. That's great to welcome somebody new to the show. That's so exciting. I see that Jen is writing that her uncle had a stroke today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jen. I wish I could answer if he will be okay, but that's not something that I really can do. That's, more of a prediction. So it's more on what's going on in his life. I can tell you, Jen, what they're showing me is to stay positive and stay upbeat, and your continued prayers. And I feel like your family can come together during this time as a big unit. And this is a time to call on those prayers and to be very gentle with each other. That's the biggest message I'm getting. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Hi, Pat. Pat, I saw that you fell down. How are you doing? Boy, she fell down and she really hurt her foot. Or did you just slip on ice? I'm just assuming that you fell, but it looks pretty painful, Pat. You're welcome, Jen. So let me answer Kathy's question, right? You guys would like to know more about this, I'm sure. Who doesn't, right? Right? This sounds like good? Good? Listening to our gut, because our gut tells the story. Our gut is really the true brain, they say, because we feel how things are going. It's where our emotions can bring us to either a confused state or bring us to a clear answer, correct? How many of you understand that what I'm talking about? Give me a little show of hearts out there. Perfect. They do. They're getting it. And Casey, I know you're going to love this too, right? Because this is right up your alley. So when we pay attention to our senses, like I said, when we start to clean up our energy, we start to pay attention even to our diet, what we're doing in our daily routine. There are things that we can add in to really increase and help that gut to be really healthy. So, because when we don't feel good or when our energy is blocked, usually our gut is kind of off balance. So we want to keep more of an alkaline state, a calm state, and things that will help you with that are going to be definitely veggies. Raw veggies, the more vegan you eat, I'm not asking you to turn vegetarian or vegan, but I'm saying the more you eat that way, the higher your vibration is going to go. So that means your intuition will be understandable. It means that you'll be able to pay attention to it. So things that you can add in your diet, like raw nuts, healthy fats such as an avocado or coconut oil. These are healthy fats that really help you to get some nutrients and have that feel-good feeling in your brain as well. Definitely for intuition, we're going to want to stay away from sugar, processed foods, alcohol, smoking, caffeine, and stress. Those are the triggers that are going to send us to not being in our alignment, to not really feeling the truth. We'll get more of the feeling of fear and we'll stay with it instead of knowing that general guidance. Does it make sense so far? Anybody have any questions on that before I go further? And I just want to shout out and see people are popping on here. Deborah, this is a really good comment. Do you want to call in? And I can see if the angels have some insight on that for sure. So you guys can see that Deborah wrote a beautiful thing about her husband, his hip. It started hurting about a week ago, and he can't walk, and he says it's arthritis, but she's unsure. So we can definitely ask the angels and see what they have to say. Pat said that she overstepped in her garage, so you kind of like twisted yourself. I hope you're raising that foot and putting a lot of ice on it. Pat, you can also do, I don't know if you have any seaweeds in your house, but seaweed and with the Epsom salt soak, I feel like mixed in, will really help to take that swelling down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me see, I'm missing some people. I see it's not going. Let me go back. Marissa feels a little lost, needs words of encouragement. Oh, sweetheart, you're so beautiful. Tell her to call me, Dory. Tell her to call in. Let's talk to her. Well, guys, I'm feeling like everybody's feeling kind of lost today. Everybody's saying, Simone's saying that too. Everybody's kind of having a poopy night, right? So let's bring the positive vibes up. Let's start to hold that sacred space for each other so we can lift up tonight, okay? Casey says that we have a caller, and then I'm going to see if I can find my angel cards if I have some. I have one deck. I don't know if this is a good one. And I'll pull you guys a card. Everybody's feeling poopy and see what we can do. Casey, I'm ready when you are.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jeanne. Hi, who am I speaking with?
Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. How are you tonight? Where are you from, Deborah?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Thank you so much for letting me know. So you wrote about your husband.
Yes.
Okay. So did he fall, or he just came on suddenly?
It came on suddenly.
Okay.
He's had the issue before, but he had fallen years ago, but he was like down for a couple of days and it went away, and this, like a week ago, this came out of nowhere.
Right.
And he can't walk.
Yeah, and has he gone to the doctor before for this or no?
No, I took him yesterday, and without an x-ray or anything, they just said it was arthritis and gave him some type of medicine.
Yeah, I feel like it's super inflamed. Does he work or is he on leave?
He's retired.
Okay, that's why it's like feels like on leave. But he keeps busy, your husband, because I don't feel like he sits around.
No, yes, he does keep busy.
Yeah, because I feel like that. I just feel like it's super inflamed, and I do feel like he holds some stress in his body. When we talk about the hip area, I mean, look, there's a lot to this, but basically, when we talk about the hip area, it's our ability to move through life and not to carry so much stress and anger and past stuff. So the hip is always telling us a story. If it gets locked up the way it is for your husband, it means he hasn't moved through something, and it might be replaying again. And it's kind of one of those things that gets exacerbated by over time by not healing and then adding that diet and stress into it. So it's not one thing, it's like a lot of things. So does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So the best thing I would tell him to do, and if you can do this with him, let's get to that. Look at an alkaline diet. And the alkaline diet is going to take the acidic out, and it's going to calm down that inflamed area, which will really help it. But they're saying he's on some other medications as well?
Yes.
So the other medications might be playing a part in that because, you know, they all have, they do what they need to do, but they have a side effect as well. Do you understand that?
I do.
So the diet for him would make a lot of sense because I feel like it would clean up his act so he would feel better. So I would definitely look up that, you know, alkaline diet and get the acidic things out. And things that are going to be acidic are going to be coffee, they're going to be sugar, they're going to be alcohol, they're going to be high-fat foods, they're going to be lots of carbs, things that are going to turn to sugar. Those are the things that are going to make that hip worse. So when we add lemon water and lots of vegetables and start steaming and get away from the processed foods, it will feel better if he's willing. So, and the other thing, I'm so sorry, I'll let you speak 1 second. The other thing they're saying is like that hot water soak, lots of Epsom salt is really good to take that down as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've been so worried about this. And everything you said is the way he eats. Coffee, high fat, everything.
Right. So to feel better, he's going to have to make that decision, right? You can't do it for him, but you can start to do that for yourself, and you will feel better.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You're most welcome. I hope that helps, Deborah, and we will hold you in prayer. I'm going to ask all the listeners to hold your husband in prayer as well so that his journey doesn't go full of stress and unattended, because our light will help.
Thank you so very much.
You're most welcome. God bless, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So that's powerful, right? And I'm sure that a lot of you at home, this makes sense for you, because if come on, we're getting older. I don't know about you guys, but we get aches and pains. We get stuff. Not about Casey over there. He probably doesn't get any of this stuff. Casey, you get any of that aches and pain stuff?
Oh, no, but I was thinking about what you're saying about the hips, and I feel like I have some inflammation in my hips, but not like but it's probably mostly from what I've been eating. I've been thinking about an alkaline diet. So strange that it come up tonight.
Right, and it makes... No, it's not. It's perfect timing, and that again is how our angels work, and that goes back to Kathy when she called in and saying that, like, how the angels, they will put things in our way. They will shake it up so we understand. That's how they want us to move ahead. They always have our back, right?
Absolutely. Cucumbers, I read, was one of the was a big one for helping.
Cucumber. You know what's really great for helping everything to come down quickly is celery juice every single day. And if you can't juice, you can put that celery in a smoothie. And if you can't make a smoothie out of it, you can eat it. It's just it takes a lot of celery to take that inflammation down. So I juice about a whole package of celery every single day. That's my go-to. I'm doing celery. I'm doing lemon. Sometimes I add a little cayenne into that. Simple, quick, easy, and powerful. So that too, that juicing, guys, that will clean up your gut. That will get your gut so you really can pay attention to what Spirit wants you to know, what your angels want you to know, and how your loved ones are going to connect with you. So when you're paying attention to that, it makes a difference. Cool, right? I dropped my cards. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Wait there. There you are. Okay. So I thought maybe I would pull a little lovely card. This is a brand new deck. This is a brand new deck. It's a Colette Baron Reed deck, and I really love Colette Baron Reed. If you guys don't know her, she's a medium, just a really lovely soul, and she does amazing, really amazing work. So this was a little gift, Christmas gift I got myself during the holidays, because I got my team all beautiful cards and stuff for Christmas. So this was one of the things I ordered myself. So this is for all my poopy girls. Everybody that's feeling yucky, that's feeling like down, low. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Just looking for a little inspiration. Here you go. Okay, so this card, I don't know what that means. I gotta look that up. Just hold on a second. It says chop wood. I don't know what that means. I can't imagine. I haven't used this deck, so you have to excuse me. I haven't memorized it. Here we go. The essential meaning of this card of chopped wood is being grounded in everyday experiences and humility. Oh, so this is about, and I really like that, because when we're feeling poopy, we aren't paying attention to the everyday stuff. We are really stressed by it, and it's not in a good way. We might be looking at that everyday situation as like sucking, or like sucking the life out of us, and wondering, is it gonna get better? So this card is basically letting you know that it's the mundane. It's paying attention to the details and paying attention to where love is, and that you do have a higher purpose. This is a powerful card, guys, because it has a prosperity message as well. It says take small steps rather than large steps. So those small steps, and I like this because we can bring it right into our listening to our intuition and paying attention to our gut, and it will lead us where we need to go. So the small steps that you can do tonight is have yourself something alkaline. Make a little alkaline cup of tea, and don't have the ice cream. Make a choice. There you go. And then go to bed with a gratitude. That is also an alkaline act. And that's a way we can lift our spirits up and begin to follow that guidance. Right. Oh, Dory's having a little issue with her Wi-Fi. It's probably definitely the storm. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hi, Susan. How are you? Susan, did you see that Celeste? I showed this earlier. Celeste sent me this beautiful angel pendant. Can you believe that? She's such a beautiful angel herself. I love her. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Actually, guys, I'm not pulling cards for separate people. I was pulling a card for the group because everybody said they were kind of poopy. So I was just lifting you guys up. If you would like to call in and have a question answered, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, 646-891-5252. That's the number to call. That's the number to call. Yep. It really is a pretty necklace, isn't it? I love it. Okay, so I was going to tell you about the events. So let me see if I can pull those up and let you know what I have going on. And you can definitely go to my website, jeanniestreet.com, which I did put in the top for you guys. This Saturday coming up, I'm going to be in New Milford at Swank on Bank. It's my favorite boutique. It's where I go. It's where I got this great Bon Jovi t-shirt. I didn't go to a concert. I went to Swank on Bank, and I picked it up. It kind of cheated. My husband looked at me one day. He's like, when did you go see Bon Jovi? And I just looked at him because we've been together since we were 17. And I was like, I didn't. I bought it. Because, if I went to a concert, I think he would have known it. Anyway, so I'll be at Swank and Bank. It's a free talk. I'm just going to be hanging out there and giving a little talk about how mediumship works, how medium readings work, and, just kind of being fun. So then I'll be there, and then I have a workshop coming. Where are my dates? A workshop. Oh, the Angels Don't Lie. What am I talking about? Next week, we moved the show. Tonight was supposed to be a live show, and we moved it to tomorrow. What the heck? Where am I doing? I didn't even do anything today. I'm like, what the heck? Angels Don't Lie live is next Tuesday night at the studio. Casey will be there. I will be there. Will you be there? If you come, I'm actually having some special prizes. I'm going to do some fun things. So tickets are on sale. You can still get them. Transcending Fear Workshop. It's going to be awesome. That's on the 23rd. And then we go into March, and I've got a whole bunch of lineups for you. I got a Connecting with Heaven meditation. I've got another Angels Don't Lie show live, and then a big Connecting with Heaven workshop where I actually take you how to connect to heaven, and you will actually experience it. You'll practice, and it'll be great. It'll be lots of fun. I feel like I'm drank caffeine or something. I'm talking a million miles a minute. All right, let me go back over here. Hey, Susan, how are you? Hi, Linda, how are you, love? Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Ooh, ooh. Hi, Jackie, how are you? Joining in. So, again, who would like to talk to their loved ones? Who wants to have a connection? Who is ready to ask a question? 646-891-5252. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys. Showing up. I'm going to wait here for you. Casey, what do you got going on?
Well, I've decided I got my own deck, so I pulled a card for myself tonight, too. And it's...
You did? What'd you get?
Dharma Unfolding, but it says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness.
Okay.
Where people want it to always rush.
Isn't that funny? Because it really... But that's what we were just talking about,
exactly.
Isn't it? That's what Yeah, it's the same story. And I love that the angels are saying, one step at a time. So... I was going to bring you to some other things that you can do in order to awaken your intuition. Do you guys want to know? Who wants to know?
I do.
Inquiring minds. Anybody want to know? I'll wait for you guys to respond to me. I know you do. I don't think anybody else wants to. I think everybody else is sleeping. I think everybody went to bed. Are y'all sleeping out there? What the heck is going on? This weather. Well, wants to know. I see some hearts. All right, here they come. They're ready. All right, yay. Woo, woo. All right. So a couple of cool things that you can do to open your intuition, to open up your connection to heaven, to feel your loved ones strongly, to move in your own alignment, because you don't want to move in anybody else's, right? Because that wouldn't make sense. Perfect. You can ring through for a message. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Love it. So food is a really important thing. So I use superfoods in a way to open up to spirit. And one of the superfoods that really does help is acai berry. And I actually made myself a little beautiful tea. Can you see the color of it tonight? I've got it there. It's really pretty purple. So basically, acai has so many nutrients in it, and the color alone, the purple, is an enhancement, because when we're talking about awakening, we not only want our gut to be in a healthy manner, but we also want our brain to be in that healthy manner. But our brain can't be in that way and have that third eye open when our gut is out of balance. So acai berry helps too, and some people call it say it differently. So that's just how I say it, acai berry. So when we use acai, we can calm that gut, we can open up our third eye, and really raise our vibration. It's such a high vibration food that we feel good instantly. So it's simple to make. This particular tea, all I did was take a teaspoon, not even a full one, of acai berry with, I squeezed a whole lemon and hot water. And I used a little bit of Manuka honey, because Manuka honey also has healing properties in it for the gut. So it has live cultures, so that those healing cultures help the gut to feel better, and those nutrients to get absorbed to your body level to raise. Does that make sense, guys? Who gets that? Who understands that? Oh, wait a minute. Casey, I put everybody to sleep. They're waking up.
I was looking at the Acai Berry.
Right? Yeah, they say acai berry. So when we went to Hawaii, you can get acai bowls. There's a few places around here that make it as well. Amazing. And sometimes, I don't like sugar, so I won't do it if it's made with any kind of sugar. I'll do it with honey, or I'll do it in my own food. Yeah, right? Perfect. So the next step, and I'll give you the next step. Are you ready for the next step? The next step for you guys, and if this is anybody that's going to do spiritual work, is going to tell you that you need a meditation and prayer practice. Without a doubt, hands down, that's going to change up. It's going to change everything. You're going to feel better. You're going to live with gratitude. You're going to align, because God will work through you if you're talking with him, if you're inviting him in, if you're having that relationship. That's how it's going to change. We can't just expect things to happen if we're not going to participate. So just like any relationship that you have, if you don't put energy into it, that relationship's going to go, it's going to go to the gutter. It's not going to matter. But where you put your energy, it's going to grow, right? You want it to grow, and then you got to nurture it. So that's where your prayer meditation practice comes in. Not about religion. Don't get hung up on it. But it is about having a connection point. Religion is just the pathway, okay? Religion is a pathway. And people get really strung out about religion. They're like, oh, this, that. Get over yourself. Stop it. Church is an important part of our society. It's an important part of our life. It's a place where you're going to go, you're going to worship. Does not mean you have to believe fully in what every teaching is going to tell you, every man-made rule is going to tell you. No, but it's going to give you a sense of being responsible with your time, of honoring God, of showing up for yourself and for others. So that's why it's important. Moral code's important. Following that moral sense in our life is important. Right? Right? Kathleen says she's heard that about prayer and meditation. It is. It's so important. And a lot of people have troubles with it. Who has trouble concentrating or being still? Hey, Sue, how are you, my friend? Not sleeping, just listening. Oh, thank you, Sally, for letting me know. Mm-hmm. Do. Waiting for some answers on the Facebook.
No, my church experience.
There we go. What's that?
I just want to talk about my church experience just a little bit.
Oh, yay, perfect.
Because I'm with you. You don't believe everything, but it's like an extended family, because when you walk in, there's all these people that are happy to see you, where you may not get that at work or other places.
Yeah.
And it's just a family. And then, as a whole,
Right.
the church is doing, benefits for the community, where you can't do that at home by yourself. Right. Your little bit of donation or this or that or time helps the church, and they're able to do their things.
Right?
Yes, being of service, to the Prince of Peace in Brookfield does a lot of service all over town with Loaves and Fishes, the Dorothy Day Soup Kitchen, what's the Habitat for Humanity, and making blankets and shipping them on Mother's Day all over the world, and just there's so many things that the church does as a group that you would be hard pressed to do by yourself.
Right. And that's serving your soul. That's serving higher power. That's serving. What the heck did I do? I'm trying to put on. I don't want that on there. That's serving what God wants us for us to do is helping other people, right? He wants us to be of service. He wants us to share our gifts with humanity. That's what's really important. So if you can do that and get out of your way, and like he said, show up, you'll find new friends. You'll find a community. You'll find, a kinship, right? You're right. It is. So people are saying it's hard to be still, and it definitely is the challenge, right? Concentration level 0, right? So when we can't concentrate, guys, that's when we got to look at our diet. That's when we got to see what we're putting in the bod, because if you're putting crap in your bod, you aren't going to be able to be still, because you're revving it up. You're feeding it crap, and that's where your brain's going to go. Also, we need to learn to balance and pay attention to what we're thinking. Fear is the trickster. He wants to keep you living in that controlled state of nothingness, of lack, right? That's the job of fear. So love, and it's funny, we're watching, how many of you guys have watched Harry Potter? Casey, you watched Harry Potter, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about first how brilliant she is, the woman that wrote Harry Potter. Not to mention, how many times she was denied. Her book was, pushed away, and they said no. And now the world will never be without her creation. We'll never be without those books. Now we have the movies as well. And so we were watching the movies, and I was like, it really makes so much sense for life, because it's like our life, when we talk about good and evil or good and fear. Basically, if we look at different parts of Harry Potter, and we look at, like, say, the Dementors, and their fear sucks the life out of you. It takes all your joy away. It takes all your happiness away. So all you have is lack. All you have is the mundane and the stories, and nothing seems to get better. How many of you have experienced that? How many? Let's see. Casey, you've experienced that, I'm sure, at some point too. Right?
Yeah, I just did the thumbs up.
Yeah, right. You can't talk and do something else either, can you? I'm such a fidget. I can't get comfortable tonight. Right? Susan loves herself some Harry Potter. Susan, we're like on this little marathon. We're into the third movie halfway. We'll finish watching it tonight. Right? Yes, we all do it. You're not alone. This is the funniest thing, is we think that nobody else has this. We think this is fear's game, right? And I call fear out in my book, Shmi Go. Where's the book? Where's my book? Hold on. I gotta show you Shmi Go. Don't go anywhere. Hold on, I'm gonna go over here and get my book. put my thing here. Okay, let's get it out. If you don't have the book, I feel sorry for you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm just being a wise ass. But you should get it because it's a good book, if I don't say so myself. So I want to introduce you to Shmi. Where are you, little rat bastard? Here he is. Okay, there he is. There's Shmi. We put him together in the book as I was creating the book because I needed fear to have a face. And fear and ego together is what Shmi is, right? Makes sense. Isn't that fun? Shmi. He's fun to say. It's a silly little guy, but he's got the power, right? He's got the power. But really, you have the power. And this is what the problem is that we think we're powerless. We walk through and we think things just happen. I'm not lucky. I don't matter. Other people don't have it this bad. Or we go through whatever story we want. And then our pain becomes the focus. And the lack becomes the focus. And the bullshit, then the bullshit, then the bullshit becomes the focus. And the love gets further and further away. And we don't remember it. We don't feel it. We're not jazzed up by it. And then we move away from other things. We come up with these rules for ourselves, like I can't go to church, or it's too hard, or I don't believe in it. I don't know what I believe in. And then we are expecting our life to be good. We're expecting to have joy, but we're not investing. Remember, we talked about that. If we're not investing in the relationship, then what's going to happen, right? And I'm not even just talking about the relationship with higher power, with the divine. I'm talking about the relationship with you too, with you as your own best friend, as your own, affair of who you are. Because if you don't like you, if you're not taking care of you, if not feeding you, then your intuition's not going to matter. Your gut's going to be all yucky. Your body's going to have aches and pains and shit's going to be like hurting. And you're going to feel poopy all of the time. But nobody's got time for that. You guys got time for that? Casey, you got time for that?
I ain't got time for that.
I don't have time for that. I ain't got time for that. You guys got time for that? Let's hear you. Let's shout it out. Yell it to me. I want to know. I'm going to wait it out over here. I'm going to do a little jazz dance. Waiting for your comments. There you go. Do, 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 do. I'm cracking myself up tonight. I love the lock in the video. There it goes. Ain't got time for that. Yeah, Casey. Ooh, ooh. Right? Fear is crippling, right? Yes. Nope. No time for poopy. No time. Ain't got time for that. There you go. Here we go. That's right. There you go. Got no time for that, Mama. Absolutely. Absolutely, Patty. Absolutely, Sue. That's right, Nicole. Ooh. We ain't got time for that. No way, Joanne. That's right. What we do have time for is love. What we do have time for is happiness. Who wouldn't like a little bit more joy in their life? I know. I would. Who wouldn't like a little bit more joy in their life? Who would like to have that? Right? So, how do we get that joy? How do we get that joy? We claim responsibility. Right? It's like when we were younger and our mother said, you got to have the responsibility. You got to take ownership. We have to take ownership. It doesn't mean we have to self-sabotage and talk crap about ourselves and be like, oh, I made a mistake, or I'm a bad person, or wah, right? We've been given a gift that's called forgiveness. Forgiveness is the most powerful tool that you have. Yes, most powerful. So you can use that tool to release yourself from the stories, the past, the anger, the shame, the frustration, the other people. You can also use it to release yourself of the wrongdoings, the things that you feel are holding you back, the things that you think are making you less than. So there you go. It's a beautiful tool. It's powerful. It's more powerful than we can ever imagine. And let me tell you, that will help clean up your gut. If you were talking about listening to our gut is going to hold that anger and fear and that frustration and the things that we're worrying about. So that worry and shame, it eats away. How many of you experience that? How many of you experience those things coming up in your emotions and you don't even know where they're coming from, or why something happens and you're feeling like I just got to cry and my stomach hurts and you don't even know why, right? Casey, you got a lot of beeping out to do tonight too.
I have been writing it down.
On fire with swearing tonight. But I'm like a trucker girl tonight.
That's
I'm like
right.
the spiritual angel trucker girl with a bad potty mouth. But I'm having fun, so I don't give a shit. Or like I said to Sue earlier, Sue, what did I say to you? I'll see if she types it. And then if she types it, I might say it. Mm-hmm.
The whole show's
hey,
going to sound like a bunch of owls going
How are
off.
you tonight? What's that?
The whole show's going to sound like a bunch of owls on the podcast.
I know, right? People on the podcast, they're going to be like, what's going on? What's going on? I think you mean brain. Oh, yeah, she wrote brain fart. You crack me up. I'm pretty funny. So I'm hysterical. I crack myself up. That's the thing. So anyways, anybody have any calls, any questions? 646-891-5252. Let's have a little conversation, because I got all my energy out now. And I wanted to sit here, right? Come on, let's go. Who's calling in? Hi, Kim. How are you? She's liking this too. Who's calling in? Who's gonna talk to spirit? Who wants a message? I don't know. I think this is called being home alone all day and not really talking to anybody.
Well, we did have our call from Ireland
putting that deck away.
last week.
We did. And you said you can take overseas calls tonight. We didn't tell them that.
We are set up for that.
Right? You guys can call in tonight if you want. We are set up for that. Right? And, oops, I don't want to do that. Go back. I was going to type into what I said to Sue, but I can't comment. It's going to make it too loud. Susan wants to know, I want what you're drinking. Yeah, right? You want a little of this acai berry tea. There's, no alcohol, no sugar, but it's a feel good, right? But isn't that what we all want to feel good? Isn't that the truth? We just do. And when we're angry, we're poopy, we're aggravated. We want to feel good. We want to feel loved. And remember, you guys probably, those of you who have followed me for a while, you know the two universal truths, but I'll remind you again, because I know we have a lot of new people. So doing this work, the angels taught me two universal truths that across the board are the universal truths. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Okay. So the first universal truth is the soul is infinite, meaning you're here and you're with God. Your soul is infinite. So you can connect to your highest soul self. You can connect to your goddess soul self, right? That's how we get enlightenment. That's how we move to our authentic voice, right? So that's how our loved ones also always can connect with us, because their soul is infinite. The physical is the part that leaves, but the soul is infinite. So that's how we have the connection, and that's how I do my readings. The second universal truth across the board, guys, is that we all want to be loved. Everybody, hands down, wants to be loved. But the problem is we think that other people might be better or even below us. We think that maybe somebody like Oprah doesn't need love. We think that a person that caused us pain doesn't need love. But guess what? Those are the people that need it most. The people that hurt us, the people that cause us pain, because we need to heal that. That's trauma. That's something we carry in us. We need validation. But we can't get validation by complaining about it. We can't get validation when we live in the constant pain. All right, Casey, did you just text me? Did you just text me? You said we have a caller?
We have a couple callers, actually.
Oh, ooh. Let's do it.
Let's go. Here we go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with? Here we go. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who are we speaking with? Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Noelle.
Hi, Noelle. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Nice to hear from you. You follow the group, right?
Yes, I do.
Nicole C. Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart. How can I help you?
I wondered if you had a message for me, either from one of my guardian angels or someone that has crossed over.
Sure. So if you want to connect with somebody that's crossed over that you know, I just need a name since we're not in person. And this is like a cold call, if you don't mind. I feel like you're looking more for spiritual guidance, though. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that's what they're saying. It's more of, it's not necessarily connecting to a loved one as much as it is just be filled back up with love. And they make me feel like you feel completely disconnected. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so this is how the angels will come through. They show me this physical, and as they step forward, then they kind of give me the pieces of the puzzle to let me know that I feel like crisis is around you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that might, okay. It might be a big word, but they're making me feel the importance of making this connection for you, of letting you know that you aren't alone. What is the letter that are you holding a letter, or is there a letter that, I don't know what they're showing me the letter about. Did you receive notice?
Nothing's coming to mind, but...
Okay. Well, we'll hold that because I don't know why they're making me feel like that's an important component of what's going on for you. Because I do feel like, I want to say the word depression, but it doesn't feel like it's just now, it feels big. So it feels like that's what the crisis is, that you feel completely off balance. Does that make sense?
Yes,
okay. Have you been treated for depression before?
No.
I really love the idea of a spiritual therapist for you, somebody that you can speak to that will help you get through this crisis. And I don't know if you have somebody, but I do have somebody in mind that could help you. It would be phone sessions. For me, what they're showing me is like you need somebody steady to help you process all of the stuff that you have, that you're carrying, because they're making me feel like there's a lot of different things. It's not one, but because it's all like in these compartments and these almost like baggages that you've been carrying from relationship to place to this, it's just, they're not going away.
Yeah.
So I like that. And they're telling me, like, hold on to hope. Hold on to that. They're saying, yes, light a candle. Yes, say a prayer. I'm getting the rosary for you very strongly. And I don't know if you've ever said the rosary before.
No, I haven't.
I would love for you to invite you to do that. I do have a free prayer with, it's a prayer to the Holy Mother. And you follow the it's not exactly the rosary, but you follow along with the rosary and say this particular prayer. And I have everything, and I'll put it in. I'll put it in the. I can't talk. I will put it. I will copy and paste it and put it in the text here for you. It's easy to do, but very powerful because it's called Mary Undo Work Knots, and it's just allowing her to hold the pain and sorrow as you're moving through to let go of all the things that you're carrying. Okay?
Okay.
They keep surrounding you with love and letting you know that you're not alone, that you're not alone, that you're not alone.
There's a bunch of things, but it's just, and I think I can get through all of them. It's just, I don't know. Is it taking it one thing at a time? I don't know.
It is taking it one thing. I feel like that's exactly what they're showing me. Like everything is separate in in a different compartment. But let's take one at a time instead of the whole lot. So one thing at a time, and let's heal that. And what does that healing look like? It just takes some time to find the peace with it, to find the forgiveness with it, to find where you can let go instead of staying in it, until seeing that it's in the past and it doesn't have to affect your future or your present. That's why the spiritual counselor would be really, really valuable. And her name, you can look her right up on Facebook. Her name is Lana LaChance, Lana LaChance, LaChance. And I work with Lena. She actually rents space for me in Woodbury. I think so highly of her because she's helped me move through a lot of my challenges, and I see what she does for other people. She's just so lovely. So I know she offers the Skype sessions and whatnot as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, and I just feel like take the step, whichever direction you go in, but like choosing you is a really important thing. And choosing that happiness, okay, love?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, and I hope this really helps you and holds you in that sacred space.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome, hon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. That was really, really powerful, right? Yes. You still there, Casey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did we get disconnected? Okay.
No, we're good.
It's weird because I'm not even seeing anybody's new comments. I didn't know if we got disconnected or something. That was really powerful, right, guys? To be witness to Noelle and to hear her being able to share her story. So there's some bravery. There's some love that we can send her for standing in that. And let's validate her. Let's validate her with a bunch of hearts and a bunch of love. Send that out to her right now. This is for you, Noelle. Lots of love. There we go. Beautiful, guys. Thank you. Casey, you said we had another caller?
Yep, we have another caller ready when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
There you go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with? I keep saying it too soon. Hi, this is Jeannie. Hi,
Jeannie. It's Jeanne.
Hi, Jeanne. How are you?
All right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. This is Jeanne D.
Jeanne D.
Okay, good. How can I help you tonight, love?
It's been still rough, obviously.
Hi.
And,
Yeah.
I just wonder if you have a message from her to me, or...
Yes. Do you mind me asking your daughter's name?
Lauren.
Thank you. And I want our listeners to be able to hear that as well. I do feel like the first thing I was feeling as soon as you called in was like this connection to what happened this week in Danbury. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So that's the first thing she brings me around, and I'm sorry, I'm really feeling very emotional as well. And so for our listeners, so you understand, in Danbury this past week, there was a young girl who committed suicide, and very awful in many ways, in many regards. So she's standing around and she's showing me like this. She's making me feel like she's present as this angel showing up, and she's able to. I feel like she is part of that team that helped her as she crossed over. That's what she's making me feel like. Her work on the other side is so important. Those are the things that she's doing. That's what she wants me to tell you. That's who she is and what she's doing. I do feel like that's who she was in life. She was showing up for people all of the time. So she's like, Dad, this is what I'm doing. And she said, Daddy. So let me clear that up. She said, I'm helping and I'm making a big difference, and I'm showing up for people, especially for people that are in pain, in such pain, like this young woman, like this young girl. And I feel like it's so busy for her, and that's what she has going on. Her soul is so shiny and bright because she's evolved so much in doing this work that she needed to do that she couldn't complete here on Earth. Do you understand that, Jeanne?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was very emotional when I heard the story this past weekend. It just, breaks my heart.
She says, this is, like, I feel like she wants you to be proud of her, in a sense. Like, she's not, like, that's what she's bringing me around. So it's that pride, and that's your connection with her, knowing that she is that shiny person. And I do feel like that she's around, but I feel like it's sad, it's emotional, it's lonely.
But you're right. That's the work she did here on Earth, and continuing to work in heaven as an angel.
Right. And so that will never change. And unfortunately, you have to live with her not being in the physical body. You have to live with her being in the spirit body. And I do feel like you guys have done so well moving forward and accepting a lot of it, but I still feel like there's obviously daily challenges that show up to say, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Or, oh no, I really miss her. But when you're in that time when you're in the alignment, when you're in prayerful, you know that she's always there. You know that she's talking with you, and things are on a high vibration. So I just feel like keep doing that work. She's so proud of how you guys have shifted things, and to keep moving forward in your, I feel like this is a new career, is what she's making me feel like, in this new career of self-love and self-exploration. She's also making me feel, Jeanne, like you guys could use a retreat together. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, I do.
Yes. Perfect. So she's like, tell them go. Tell them do it. Tell them yes. Tell them they've got the money. Tell them it doesn't matter. Tell them to go. And she's all like psyched up about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go book that retreat. Let's get her done.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right. God bless. All right. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. So powerful. And Jeanne and his wife are such beautiful people, and I hold them in my prayers all of the time. And now I'm sure they're holding the family that lost their daughter this week, and we can all do the same, and we can hold them in our prayers and our thoughts. Even though we don't know them or know the full story, we can hold them in that thought, and we can call on the angels, and we can send that love to them. And that's our power. That's where we can claim power. Okay, guys? Beautiful. This has been like such a fantastic show. I've had a lot of fun. Have you guys had fun? How about you, Case?
I had a good time tonight.
Yeah. I got a little wild, but it was good, right? I mean, I feel like we learned a lot. You guys learned stuff tonight, right? We made connections. We learned some stuff, and amazing. Well, thank you guys. I wouldn't have a show without you. You guys are amazing for showing up. You know I love you, and you know I know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night, and I hope to see you in person next week at my studio, Tuesday night. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off, and you have a beautiful night. God bless.